Food banks are an essential asset in any community, but what happens when the food runs out? That scenario will slate to become a reality for the Terrace Salvation Army. Lieutenant Rick Apperson says with the stock of food they have now, they'll only be able to keep the food bank in operation for one more week. Apperson contributes to the increase in demand for the lack of essential items being available for purchase in stores.
Our food bank has gone up 150% overnight. We're looking at maybe how we portion things and ration things so that we can stretch that. But we've reached out to grocers, not even in this town, but out of town as well. And everybody's backlogged for a feeding program. So right now there is a shortage for the food banks and for the community programs that feed people. We're asking if people do have extra, if they donate any canned goods. Really, it's a major thing that we are in need of, canned goods.
He says the only services that are currently operating is the food bank, food share, and brunch programs. The services might still be up and running, but the process and procedures were altered for safety.
With our feeding programs, we had to stop the bread program because we no longer have access to loose breads and buns. We're asking people with the food bank, food share, and brunch program to maintain the social distancing. So our food bank, we're only letting one person in at a time, and we will have the bags set there for them so they can just pick that up. Same thing with our brunch and food share. The packages of food are being made in advance and being set on a table so that when people come in, they just grab the bag and go. All of our staff are wearing gloves and masks as we distribute those items. This week we had tape or marks on the ground so that people knew how far to stay as they were waiting for the food share.
As the Salvation Army seeks donations to maintain their assistance to the community, Lieutenant Apperson wants to make sure everyone knows the operating hours of each program and the donation protocols.
The first and third week of each month is our food bank, and that's 9:30 to 1:30. And we're asking people to call the Salvation Army and leave a message to make an appointment for that instead of just showing up. And then also our food share is Wednesdays and Saturdays at 1 o'clock. And then our brunch program is Wednesdays and Thursdays at 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m.
The Salvation Army will try to continue to provide its community support and is seeking donations to fill that gap. For CFTK-TV News in Terrace, I'm Hillary Johnson.